Sir Francis Bacon, near the end of his author's preface to the Instauratio Magna, offers a four-part prayer to God. Reading this prayer closely will help us understand the context and ambition of Bacon's philosophical project. In this video, I will walk you through the four petitions in Bacon's prayer and challenge you to answer some key questions about each one. After answering these questions, you will be better prepared to read further into Bacon's new philosophy. Here we go. Sir Francis Bacon begins his four-part prayer in the author's preface to the Instauratio Magna here. But as these great things are not at our disposal, we here, at the entrance of our work, with the utmost humility and fervency, put forth our prayers to God. And now he begins with the first of his four petitions. That remembering the miseries of mankind, and the pilgrimage of this life, where we pass but few days and sorrowful, he would vouchsafe through our hands and the hands of others to whom he has given like mind, to relieve the human race by a new act of his bounty. So the first half of this petition, my question is, what aspects of the human condition is Bacon calling attention to here? Try to give examples of what you think he means by the miseries of mankind. He's not talking about simple, petty annoyances, but about something else. And then my second comment, vouchsafe here means to entrust or to give. So what is Bacon asking God to give to or through him and other new philosopher-scientists? Some new act of his bounty, and just what that is that Bacon envisions is going to be important for us. The second petition is quite short. We likewise humbly beseech him that what is human may not clash with what is divine. What do you think Bacon means here by what is human and what is divine? What sort of clash is he praying will be avoided? The third petition is a long one, that when the ways of the senses are opened, and a greater natural light set up in the mind, nothing of incredulity and blindness toward divine mysteries may arise, but rather that the understanding, now cleared up and purged of all vanity and superstition, may remain entirely subject to the divine oracles, and yield to faith the things that are faiths. Let's take this in two halves. First, when the ways of the senses are opened, and a greater natural light set up in the mind, we pray that nothing of incredulity, that's unbelief, and blindness toward divine mysteries may arise. So Bacon refers here to a future where the way of the senses is opened. What does this mean? Why would he worry that greater natural light might lead to incredulity and blindness toward divine mysteries? That would explain some of his motivation for this petition. And second, rather that the understanding now cleared up and purged of all vanity and superstition may remain entirely subject to the divine oracles, so that understanding may remain subject to divine oracles and will yield or give to faith the things that are faiths. What alternative future is Bacon praying for here? What relation between faith and reason does he ask God to grant? And the last petition here in green, lastly, that expelling the poisonous knowledge infused by the serpent, which puffs up and swells the human mind, we may neither be wise above measure, nor go beyond the bounds of sobriety, but pursue the truth in charity. What is this poisonous knowledge that Bacon wants to be expelled from the human mind? And what final requests is he making of God regarding his and other philosopher-scientists' attitude toward their studies? Just what is it that Bacon wishes for God to grant here in this final petition? So that's my quick look at the four petitions that Bacon offers in his prayer in the author's preface to the Instauratio Magna. If you can answer the questions I've given you here, you'll be well on your way to understanding the nature of Bacon's project and his motivation for pursuing it. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.